I really did have to pee.
Okay.
I had to pee so bad during the
I
parade.
had to pee before I got in the room to line up for the parade.
Bacon!
I
yes.
had a catastrophe during the parade.
This suit was a disaster last night. I made him all pretty again. Yes, he's beautiful. I don't know if you heard the announcement during the opening ceremonies of don't ride the escalators. Poor doggy there.
You didn't listen?
Wait, why not? I wasn't here for opening ceremonies. I got
The escalators
The
have grease
escalators
on them.
are covered in grease.
Well, these are my old Plus, so I
And
these are my.
the poor doggy came to me yesterday and said, yeah. This stuff is great. Isn't it? You feel clean? Happy? Ooh, butter. I'm an old guy. I gotta put these on to read my own notes.
I just didn't think to bring my glasses to this.
Oh.
So I was my panel before. I had like the list on my phone, and I was like, okay, now what are we doing now? So I can't see it. I'm nearsighted. I have astigmatism.
So the first thing I'm going to talk about a little bit. By the way, this is Fursuit cleaning and maintenance, and it's hot in here, so I guess we'll leave the door open for a while.
I'm Sheila Wolf, Sheila, by the way. I used to go by Sheila Wolf.
This is Sheila. She's going to stand in with me, and she's going to be my assistant and correct me if I say anything wrong.
Yeah, add
She's
little
good at that.
things that
And I'm Eddie Bear, for those of you who don't know me, but I think everybody does know
Your
me.
hand is right here. I'm like,
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, okay. Shameless plug.
I should have worn my Sheila airbrush shirt.
Please note,
Furries for a cure.
Furries for a Cure. I have 3 of my co-walkers from Furries for a Cure here.
And what event is that for?
I was getting there. We raise money for the American Cancer Society. For those of you who don't realize, I lost my wife to cancer. I lost my sister to cancer. So I have a vengeance.
I lost my grandpa bear to multiple melanoma.
Yes, well that was what my wife had, was multiple melanoma. And my sister had multiple myeloma, which is bone cancer. It's just like these long words. Anyway, I will be soliciting for donations, not necessarily here, but online. I would appreciate it. And if anybody lives in North Carolina or Western North Carolina, actually we got a gentleman that comes from Texas, Edgewise over there, comes all the way from Texas to walk it, and he raises some disgustingly high amounts of money. I think he beat me out last year by like $30 or something like that. Yeah, we kind of get in a little hot competition between all of us. The first year we had one fursuiter who was our team captain. The second year I joined her, so we had 2 fursuiters. The year after that, well, heads and feet, tails, things you can't throw in the washing machine. And Eddie here is 3 years old. People are sitting here going, he's not bald yet. I want to take care of it. Oh, that looks scary, doesn't it? But seriously, and as Lola mentioned, white.
Yes, you have to have white. If you have any other color, it will most likely.
And as she says, oh, no.
Listen.
You want to get that dirt out. You want to get that dirt out. Sorry, he's clean.
The only thing you really want to be gentle with is brushing.
Yes.
Brushing or airbrushing?
Yeah, people use these slicker brushes, and I don't know. I'm assuming
I will
okay.
get into that in a minute. So we'll get into brushing in a minute. Right now we're talking cleaning. So cleaning, you know, you just now I'm using a dry one, and I just dry it. And yeah, he looks horrible, but I mean seriously, I can just do that. That's how you get your dirt out. And now I'm going to just sit here and brush while I talk to you, because I like brushing places. So, Folex you know, it's a good spot cleaner. You know, you got dirty feet, dirty paws. Actually, I'll get into paws in a minute. But Folex is one of the things I use. If you're really getting nasty, this stuff will turn your hands white while you're scrubbing with it, but they're not white anymore. I used this for about 45 minutes last night. And as the poor little doggy over there will tell you my hands were white because there's hydrogen peroxide in this. There's also a little bit of bleach in it, but it doesn't really hurt. But greasy messes and stuff like that, this will really take it out. This got recommended to me by Beast Code. So if it's coming from Top Line Fursuiter, you got dirty spots.
I was making sure because my tail, because the escalators used to have grease on them. I didn't know this till like a couple minutes ago. And my tail, when I get on the escalator, is bottom. And I don't
where
think
you'll find it on the escalators is on the sides and on the front of the step. If you're going up, it's on the front of the step. If you're going down, it's on the front of the step behind you.
Okay, I don't have any.
And so I just make a habit of grabbing my tail, and you'll see me. I'm walking down. I'm on the escalator, and I'm holding my tail like this, and it looks funny as hell, but.
Anybody knows.
Yeah, it's staying clean.
Or just use the elevator between them.
Yeah, or you which is what they recommended in the opening ceremonies.
And since this one is deathly terrified of the escalator, I use the elevator between them.
Well, there's actually a sign up there that says take your pets. This has got woolite in it. I actually use this to make it smell good. Woolite will not wash out oil. Woolite is made for washing wool.
Hence the name.
Hence the name,
I
woolite.
use woolite delicate to wash my my arm sleeves and my paws and everything in the wash. Cold water.
Yes. I use Arm and Hammer laundry detergent. I started using woolite, and I was duly informed that it does not wash your body oils out of the suit. It does not wash your sweat out of the suit. So, and that's what you need to get out of your suit, or else it turns clumpy. And the comments I've been getting is, "Oh my God, you're so fluffy."
You are fluffy.
Yes, this is Seamus, by the way. You can actually
Okay. Smells good.
It smells like fresh laundry. I wash my suits after every con.
I do as well.
Okay, because you want to get the salts out of it. The salts will eat the coating off your fur. There's a coating on your fur. This is plastic. It's not this stuff. It's plastic. It's milk bottles. It's Coke bottles. That's been regurgitated and cycled and turned into something fluffy that we like to put on. So, it can handle a washing machine. It can handle.
As long as the stitching is good, it's just like
Yeah.
a suit.
But it is a good idea just to put your clothes on gentle.
Yes,
Or
always,
put your
always
suit on gentle.
gentle, cold cycle, and turn it inside out. You want to see this side of it. Not nice.
Not the fluffy side.
Not the fluffy
the
side.
washers will snag the fur.
Yep.
The,
Eat it up.
It will eat it. If for some strange reason, even though in a cold setting, it will sometimes flush the hot water out of the lines. If it's hot, it'll melt it.
Yeah.
Inside
Sure.
out, it at least has that little bit of protection to keep it.
Plus, where's all your sweat? It's on this side.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not on the fuzzy side. It's on this side. So once you get your fursuit turned inside out, you get your washing machine. I start my washing machine. Everybody says don't use an agitator. I'm sorry, my washing machine is 25 years old. It has an agitator in the middle of it. I still wash my fursuits in it. My suits get washed probably 4, 5, 6 times a year. Pretty much well after every wearing. So you got it turned inside out. You got your washing machine set on cold. I throw my laundry detergent in there, let it fill up about halfway. In it goes. Wishy, 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 wishy. Gets cleaned, comes out. I turn it right side out and start hanging it up. I've got first.
Do not dry them.
No, do not put
Even
it.
on a air dry.
No.
The dryer gets hot.
What did I say this was?
Plastic.
Yeah,
It will
what
melt
happens
your
with
fur.
plastic and heat? Yeah, it's not pretty.
If you've ever washed a stuffed animal and put it in the dryer, that's what'll happen to your suit.
I don't think too many people here put their stuff in.
I did when I was younger.
I did, as a kid, I washed my stuffed animals. As a kid, I washed my stuffed animals.
But I always washed mine cold.
And I cried when I melted my first stuffed animal.
I would put mine on cold though.
I washed them in cold, but I threw them in the dryer.
And I would dry mine on air dry.
I did mine in low heat. It
Yeah.
still melted it.
But it will melt.
It will melt.
Regardless.
It
It
will melt.
doesn't.
Okay, how many people have claws on their hand paws? You know, these
I don't even
things.
have my handles.
We like to go up to windows with these
Grumpy cat is
things.
declawed.
We just like to
We like to go up to windows with these things and go,
do that.
yeah, how do you wash these?
My hand.
No.
No.
Go to Walmart, get yourself a, this is what your fine linens go in. Seriously.
It's a bra and panty bag.
They call it a fine linens bag. I don't know. Walmart costs you $3. Throw them in there. I even do my regular paws like this. I just throw them in there in the washing machine with the suit. And yeah, it kind of goes thumpy 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 because you hear the claws banging on the side of the washing machine.
Yeah, I have a front load quiet pack washer in it like this, so
Yeah.
I just hear it.
So, yeah, you hear this ka-thunk, 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 ka-thunk,
Yeah.
but it's not hurting them. They're inside here. The fur's protected. It's not getting chewed up by the machine.
Turn those inside out or not?
I've never turned these inside out. Fu Manchu's the same way. And he's got even longer claws than that. So, and I've had no damage happen to these.
Yeah, I've never had a problem. I mean, it also,
Yeah.
like, if you have, like some people have, because those are the plastic claws, some people have fleece or whatever material is used for their claws. They have softer claws. And those, I'm pretty sure you can just wash them the same
You
way.
can wash them the same
It's
way.
the same
Yeah, there's a
way.
little bit of stuffing in there.
Yes.
I don't have y'all saw me wearing Saber Cats earlier on. He actually has padding down the middle of his back. I throw the whole suit in there.
Yeah,
and
my
it
paw
still
pads.
dries.
My paw pads are stuffed.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah, so are his. His are stuffed. There's polyfill stuffing in his paw pads, and you know it takes a little bit longer to dry. But
Yeah.
again, you know, yeah, there's stuffy paws, but dry just the same. When you get it out, if you've got a good washing machine, it'll probably be about 80% dry when it comes out after the spin cycle. I have a fursuit dryer at home. Actually, it's upstairs in my room. I was gonna pack it up and bring it down, but there's fursuits on it right now drying from the parade earlier, so sorry, fursuits take precedence over showing it off, but I do have pretty pictures. And I have a handout here as well. I hang mine on a fursuit dryer. If you've got a door or a rack of some kind, like a wire rack, you know, the wire shelves that you see at Lowe's, and I think some of the people in here have their wares hanging on those things. Lay your suit out on that thing. Put a fan underneath it. Get the fan blowing up. Get it blowing air through it.
Hang on the curtain or the shutter curtain.
Well, you don't really want to hang your suit because the weight of the suit with the water that's in it will stretch it.
Yeah.
The
I was
backing,
thinking-
the backing
I was
on fur.
actually
This is
thinking
knit
long
fabric.
lines
This is
over
knit
bar.
fabric. This is a knit fabric. Knit fabric stretches. You know, some of it stretches this way, some of it stretches this way. But you don't want to hang it like that because you'll actually end up, your suit will be taller than you. So something to watch out for. I have a fursuit
Hang it
dryer.
sideways. Crush the neck.
Okay,
Then that
helps
way
with the
you-
expanding waistline. Okay.
That way, as you put on the weight, your suit grows with you.
See, I'm not gonna worry about this thing. It's huge.
Don't
when you put it
dry
forward.
clean your suit.
Oh God. Don't do it.
I have seen the results of dry cleaned suits. It's almost as bad as going through the dryer. fur will be curly.
They don't know how to handle it.
They don't know, yeah, first of all, they don't know how to handle it.
They don't know any, I mean, they know about certain types of things, wedding dresses, all sorts of complicated things.
Danny's tuxedo coat goes to the dry cleaner, but my fursuit does not. Trust me, I trust my washing machine more than I trust the people in the dry cleaning business. So that's what happens to your hair when you dry clean it.
It's been like 2 hours. Yeah, not much.
So do not dry clean your fursuit. It'll end up curly and twisty and just gnarly, like it does under your armpits when you've been sweating. So
Okay, I haven't had that problem.
You will.
You will. Trust me. I've worked.
I know,
I've fixed a few. I've fixed that on a few fursuits.
Until I turned 30.
Okay, I sweat, but I don't know.
When I turned 30, it was just like, turn the faucet off, please.
I'm 16. So.
Yeah. You got many years to go.
Yeah.
So I mentioned I've got a spray bottle full of woolite. When I do, this stuff doesn't exactly smell that great. This stuff doesn't exactly smell this great. So when I get done, I sometimes just go like that. Because woolite smells good.
It smells very nice.
Where do you get the,
Demonstration
what is
for later.
whatever it says, carpet spot remover, where do you get
Okay,
that at?
Lowe's. Believe it or not, Lowe's. Lowe's or Home Depot. The only place I have found, actually, no, I'm lying. I have found this at CVS Pharmacy. Both of these. You cannot find it at Walmart. Walmart does not carry these.
Nope.
That's surprising.
Yeah, because Walmart has
Everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
I
do
work
not
for
carry-
Walmart.
Everything bought in bulk to drop the price low, and there probably isn't a market to buy that.
Yeah, more than likely, yep. So I find it at Lowe's. This runs you about $5 or $6 for this big bottle, and it's 40 ounces, and I've had that bottle for quite a while. Actually, I think this is the second bottle I've gone through in 4 years. And there's still.
And that's with how many suits?
6. Well, 5 at that time.
5 at that
I
time.
did the clean pandemonium. He hasn't had any issues yet. This is my second bottle of this, and it's not that full right now. And this, I've used that a lot. Get into that. Huh? I've heard about Spot Shot. I have not tried it myself, but I've heard good things about it. You were talking about it earlier in the first panel, so go ahead. Shoot on.
Spot Shot, I've used it a couple times, just on little things. I can't really describe it per se, but if anybody knows what Hogwash Husky looks like, he's not here. He is a California fur. He goes to many conventions. He had a kid. He was at this event. This kid had blue finger paint all over him. Even a big hug right here. Hogwash stomach is white, all the way down is white. So a lot of things, especially with paint, things like that, that is really hard to get out. Spot Shot, white rag, always a white rag. Don't use anything else.
I went to Walmart, bought a whole pack of these things for $3.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 dozen of these.
Yeah.
And what you want to do, what you want to do is you want the dirt to end up on these. That's the whole idea. That is last night's cleaning session. I'm sorry. He's blushing. This is escalator grease. I'm serious. And as you can see, I went through a few rags last night. These were all nice like that when I started. But the object is to get the dirt on these and off of this. So,
And the great thing about white and the terry cloth, it can be bleached.
throw it in your washing machine, and then guess what? Yeah, the same washing machine, but you can use hot water on these.
Hot water and bleach.
And bleach, and all kinds of nasty stuff like that. So.
But yeah, Spot Shot, put it on there, rub it. Pretty rough on it, and it'll come out.
Wait a minute, you said gentle earlier.
I was mistaken! I'm sorry. But yeah, it gets it out really, really well. It may take you just a little bit because, I mean, depending on what gets on your suit, but after a while of him trying to get that out, it was gone. You couldn't even tell that there was anything on that. I'm not sure how long it takes to dry, because I know some things take a lot longer because it absorbs a lot deeper. But Spot Shot, it's great if you have something really bad getting on your suit. That a lot of this sort.
Now, I have a question, and this is kind of one I kind of know the answer to, but for those that don't. Bubble gum.
Oh, I have never
How
had that.
do you get bubble gum out of your fur?
Shave it!
I mean,
Ice cube.
Ice cube.
ice cube, yeah.
There's also another
That's the
trick.
same way I get it out of my hair. Like I got it in my hair.
There's also another trick, and it works better than the ice cube. Vegetable oil.
I have never.
Never
never
tried.
tried that.
Coat your fingers in vegetable oil. Coat the
Make it
fur
slippery.
around. Coat the fur around the bubble gum with it. Massage that vegetable oil into that gum like you couldn't believe. Slides right off. Toss the suit in the washer. Boom. You're done.
That was very helpful. I did not know.
Like I said, I know the answer to this, but for those who don't know,
Okay,
Glad
that's a
I
good
know
one
that
to
now.
know.
That's very
Yeah, well,
helpful.
that is a good one.
I found that out because, well, my nephew decided that he wanted to play with a blanket that is made out of the same stuff that our fursuits are made out of. And my nephew, bless his heart, is now 14 years old and has Asperger's.
Nice.
And he's constantly chewing gum because it is the visual of, I don't want to talk to you, so I'm going to chew gum.
I hate to interrupt you, but we're doing a first. Yes. Okay. So, what do you do when you're at a con? And first of all, everything you see here is in my little con bag. So all this stuff goes to a con. But when you come out of a con and your fursuit stinks and smells like this I was wearing for 4 hours today. It smells minty fresh right now. Alcohol. Cleaning the inside of your suit when you take it off. Nobody likes hugging a smelly fur. And the first thing I do when I take them off is I turn it inside out, just like you are when you're going to wash it. And I literally soak it. 86 cents at Walmart. It takes 2 of these for me to get through a con. Okay,
It's
yeah.
like a dentist office.
It's got the wintergreen scent to it. This kills the bacteria from your sweat. The number one thing you smell is not. I'm sorry.
You're so green.
I always pick on my coat.
Now it's smelling.
Yeah, you smell it.
It does really smell like that foam stuff that they give you the mint
Yeah,
stuff. The mint
it's
stuff.
minty fresh, not medicine. It's actually wintergreen. It's the same stuff they use when you same.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Smells like you're chewing gum.
yes, so or wintergreen lifesavers.
Yeah.
So my suits get turned inside out as soon as I take them off, and I spray them down, and then I hang it up and let it dry. Not just the suit, but the inside of my head. Some poor Eddie, he's really getting picked on today. I safety pin FangCon theme scarf for him, but his usual scarf is, as you can see, is tucked up inside there. Literally, I take my head and start spraying. I did this Friday, or well, when did I work? Saturday? Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes, Saturday. Literally, I did that and I sprayed the inside out, and well, now he smells minty, but I mean, no sweat odor. Same with the hand paws when I take them off. I showed you with his. You know, hers, same thing.
No, I haven't cleaned it today. It smells like.
Ew.
It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like anything.
Well, it's because you're used to smelling yourself.
I'm so weird.
That's true.
That is
You're
true,
used
though.
to smelling yourself, so you don't smell it. When you start smelling yourself, Oh boy.
Everybody else is missing.
Everybody else is in misery.
You're literally the worst at this. Well, that was awkward.
One of them like do a motion here. Yeah.